you guys. Okay, so I live in North Carolina and we are in the middle of hunkering down for Hurricane Matthew, and I've been home all day and I decided, you know what, probably a good idea to go ahead and do a tutorial because I have time. So my husband is in the living room probably watching ESPN and has our children in there with him so they're not jumping around and acting crazy and opening the door, and he's a good man for that, isn't he? I just wanted to say thank you so much for the response I got for my first YouTube tutorial, video, whatever. I was a touch nervous, I'll be honest. And some of my friends, when I asked them for their feedback, they told me that they could tell. But when you're putting yourself out for the world to criticize and critique and give opinions, you're at a very vulnerable state. I felt like I could have taken all the poops in the world because I was so nervous. And it ended up being a good day. I got a ton of positive feedback and I'm just glad that I didn't have negative feedback. The number one thing that I got back from people when I did the first video was, why didn't you show your foundation or how you put on your foundation? And I just basically told them that it was because I was doing eye makeup and it was already way too long and I had to edit it like crazy. I decided that today I would do that, and so that's what you're going to see today. A face routine of how I put on my foundation, concealer, blush, highlight, contour, all the things. This is it. If you like it, please subscribe to my videos. I have more to come because apparently this is going over well and trying to please the people. And like it, share it, subscribe, do all those things, people, because you'll be helping me out. So anyway, keep watching. I'm about to put on some makeup, people. And the first thing that I'm going to use is, wow, this is really nasty. Okay, is my Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. And this is it. See, I want to make sure that you can see that. Okay, so I use the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation in the shade Medium 54, and then I use my Kat Von D Contoured Foundation Brush, and you guys would be so proud of me because I cleaned these. I did. I felt so proud of myself. So I cleaned it, and if you kind of can see really well right there, and I'll rotate it, it's contoured for the face, and it gets around the nose and everything really, really well. Okay, so I'm going to apply this first, and what I typically do, and hopefully you can see me, what I typically do is I use about 3 pumps of this, and they go like that. Just like that. And what I'll do, I have my mirror right here so I can see. So what I'll do is I will dot here, 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 and then here. I put this on like a various amounts of ways, and everybody does, but I make sure that I am all up almost close to my ear because I cannot stand, well, what I call a pancake line. And that's whenever you don't blend it really well, like back in this area, and I go down into my neck. And I use circular motions just to blend it all in really good to my skin. So next what I'll do is I'll just keep going around my nose and probably need to pick up a little bit more foundation from down here. That may not be enough. I'm not really sure. And I'll go all around here and carrying on. And sometimes I get it in my hair. I like to do this a lot whenever my hair is wet because I can get that foundation out. Because I'm trying to go all the way up into my hairline, and if it's wet, I can just wipe it right on out. Alright. So then I go up into here, and right here recently, I have been getting the acne situation like, whoa. Probably because in my blog I had said that I rarely have acne. The next thing that I do before I put my under eye concealer on, is I will use my Kat Von D, let's see what old Kat calls it. It's the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Powder in Translucent. I'll turn it over to the back so you can see. It does not feel really heavy. And then I use this brush. This is her setting powder brush, and it is the number 20 on the back. I love it. It's contoured, gets around everything really, really well. I will link these below. I'm not really sure off the top of my head how much these cost, but they're worth every penny. I know I say that, but I really do mean it, because to me, they are. Okay, so here's the deal with this. Just spill some. No big deal. So it looks like this on the inside. Can you see? Can y'all see? I don't know. I'm so new at this. This is only my second one, so. Okay, so if you ever use Bare Minerals, I kind of go by that rule where you like swirl and tap. And you can see pretty much all of it just fell on my lap. And I will do this in a circular motion. And I just apply this until I feel like my brush is really not putting anything else on my face, because I can feel it. Okay, I probably need to get a little bit more from over here, so I'll put that in there and swirl it. And everyone has different ways that they apply this stuff, so I'm not saying that this is the Bible right here. This is the NYX HD Concealer in CW1. You can get these from Target, Ulta, Walgreens. I love this stuff. I would say that it's really comparable to the Urban Decay Naked Concealer, but much cheaper. I think this retails, I don't know, I think it retails for maybe 10 bucks. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. Because most of the time they have like a buy one, get one half off sale. I do it kind of like in a half moon shape. And I literally like try not to blink when I'm doing it, because, and I just did. So we'll just count that out. And then I blend it in, because I definitely don't want to be looking like this all day, with a wet beauty blender. And I always wet this and fill it up with water and then squeeze it out like a sponge. And then I wrap a paper towel around it and squeeze it again, and it gets everything out. And so that it's just wet enough to do what I need it to do. So I will pat it. Okay, so that gets rid of that blue under there, and it also is shades lighter than my foundation. So it gives it a little bit of what we like to call a highlight. And now I'm going to move on to the other side. Okay, so now I have that on there the way that I like it. And I always set, well, I set it with a powder. So I set mine with the NYX HD Finishing Powder. And this is in the shade Banana. And if you have ever been on the Anastasia bandwagon and you use the powder contour kit, it had one in there like so similar to this. It's crazy. And it was also called Banana. And I found this and I got ecstatic, because this is so much cheaper than the Anastasia. I will use high-end and drugstore. I ain't partial. I will use whatever if it gets the job done. So then I grab this and I use my Real Techniques setting brush to apply it. I thought I just heard someone trying to come in my room. And I just really like it because it's contoured. It gets under my eye really well. And so how I do this is I just rub it back and forth like that. And then I will always tap it off because it picks up so much, and most of it just landed on this little table. So I pat this. I'm kind of weird about it getting really in my eye, as you should be, but I have contacts and my eyes are always dry. So I get in there really well. Yeah, I think that's good. And tap. And just go up underneath my eye. Just like that. Okay, and then I set that to the side. And that's how I apply my foundation and my under eye. So right now I look like I have a blank canvas. Therefore, you can create whatever it is you want to create. So I'm not going to go into like a whole contouring type thing because this is pretty much a foundation routine or face routine type video. Now, most of the time I will do a little contouring right in here just because I think it looks cute with my blush and my highlighter. But that's just me. But I don't do everything. So I'm going to contour because after I put this on, I would contour a little bit. So I'm going to go back to my Kat Von D stuff again because she is my favorite. So this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light contouring palette. And I don't even really use the top three, which are the highlighters. I use pretty much the bottom three. And I'll show it to you. It has a really good mirror too. And this is it. And I will use my contouring brush from Kat Von D, which is the Shade and Light brush for this particular palette. And right now it has so many little dots of powder on it. So let me wipe that off. Okay. This is the highlighting end that you would use with the lighter. And then this is the contouring end that you use with the darker shades. There's a good chance that people are going to tell me that I did this wrong, but I do it the way that I want to. Don't follow a lot of rules. I kind of create my own because that's what works for me. And I feel like when you're putting on your makeup, it needs to be more of a personal thing, like fit for your own face. So that's why I don't follow a lot of people's rules. I follow my own. Okay. And like I said, I'm like that about life too, pretty much. And I keep slipping in my chair. That's why I constantly keep going like this. Okay. So I'm going to use the middle one. And I put it in there like that. And then I tap it off. And it doesn't really give me a whole lot of product left. So how I always contour is I start at the top of the ear, and then I kind of just shimmy it down, and I can kind of see like where that would go. And I don't do it really dark because I don't want to look crazy, but it's enough to kind of tell that definition of where I want it to be. So I'm going to do that again to this side. And I don't leave it like this. Don't fret, my pet. I will fix it. And my bone just popped. I don't know if y'all heard that. So I start at the ear again, and then I shimmy it down. And I try not to shimmy down like too far because I don't want to contour like going to my lip. I shimmy it down and kind of go up so that it is like cupping or cradling that cheekbone right there. I do that on both sides. So then what I will do while I have that on there, okay. What I will do is I will take a clean contouring brush, and this is the Sigma Large Angled Contour. The number on it is the F40. What I do is I start up at the ear like I did, and I shimmy it down in the opposite direction, just trying to blend that area. I don't go down like this. I go back and forth. And then I will kind of come up underneath my cheekbone. If you cannot find your cheekbone by just looking as to where you need to contour, you can always just feel your face, like where your jawbone is, and then that's typically where you will contour. Contouring is used to recede the areas that you may want to hide. So to give yourself more of a definition between the top and the bottom, to make your face look thinner, you use a contour. A highlight is to enhance those areas that you want to enhance on your face. And so right here, I will start like I did, and I'll shimmy it back and forth this way. And I blend it like this because I don't want to have like a huge contour line and then my cheekbone, my blush right there, and then be like, oh, okay, I see you, girl. You got like some contour in here and some blush here. But like I said, it's up to anyone. Alright, so now I am going to put on some blush. And sometimes I will take my contour and go up into here, but I just really don't feel like it. I feel like that's a little too much for today. Alright, so my next thing that I'm going to do is put on my blush and my highlight. And this is one of my favorite palettes ever. I don't know if you watch Jaclyn Hill. She has a YouTube channel. I will link it below. She teamed up with the makeup company called Becca. And they made this palette. And it is amazing. It has 3 blushes and 2 highlights. And before I even really started putting on my makeup like I do now, I was not even studying. That's how we say it here. I won't study the highlight. I thought that was honestly ridiculous, so I just didn't do it. But once I saw Jaclyn's, I was like, yeah, girl, I'm going to get that. So this is the front of it, and it was so hard to get. It was like harder to get as like the iPhone 7 is right now. I mean, it sold out so quick. But you can tell that this palette is used. Bless its heart. Oh my goodness. This one here is called the Rose Spritz. Amaretto is in the middle, and then Pamplemousse, I don't know, whatever, that is on this side right here. And then Champagne Pop. And so in this palette, she also came out with Prosecco Pop, and I really like it too. I use it a lot. I mean, this thing has been loved, that is for sure. Okay, so the one that I typically always go to for some reason is the Rose Spritz, but I think I'm going to use the Amaretto because I just really don't want anything. I just don't want a whole lot going on right here. So I'm going to use the one in the middle. And I kind of swirl it in and then tap it off, and all of my brushes are clean. I just feel like I deserve an award for that. So proud of myself. Alright, and so I'll start at the apples of my cheeks and just kind of go back. And it's really, I mean, it's not even a lot. I just feel like it's there and it works. I like it. I just don't want a whole lot going on. So I will do it again. And then tap it off again. And then move on to this side. Yeah, I like it. It looks good. But this is the Pro Fan Eventail 65. And I feel like it has been loved too after very many washes. And I only use this for highlighting. And what I do is, it's flat, so I put it in here and gently like this, and then tap that off. And it doesn't really leave me a whole lot, but I don't want a whole lot because I don't want to be looking like a Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper from when I was in the 1st grade. So I just go along the top of my cheekbone and up into my hairline a little bit. Whatever's there, because that is some short hair, and hopefully I get my hair done next week. Please. Okay, so how I always can tell if I have it on is when I turn my head to the side and the light reflects on it and it highlights there, and it's got a little bit of a pop, and that's why she calls it Champagne Pop. So I'm going to do this other side and tap it and follow that same pattern. My hair is constantly getting in my way. Yep, and I can see it, and I like it. So that's pretty much the finished product of my face routine. Okay, so you saw me put all my makeup on. Well, not all of it. my face, but not my eyes. I did that one. That was the one before. And I decided to put on some lipstick so that you could see me. And today I'm filming in my bedroom. I don't even think I even said that, but this is my bedroom, and this is my sweet bed that I got. I'm in love with it. I got it from a place called Daniel's Furniture, giving you the shout out, Brian and Debbie. They are the best people. My bed is amazing. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it a lot, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. And I just wanted to say that I'm not wearing my wedding band today or my wedding rings because I have been cleaning all day and decided off the cuff to come and film this tutorial, and I was trying to get it done quick and forgot to put on jewelry, but somehow managed to put on earrings. I don't know. I have no method to my madness. But anyway, I hope that if you are in the East Coast that you are surviving this hurricane. Our prayers are with you. I hope that you are staying safe. We are here, and I can hear the rain. It's getting crazy. But thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Have an awesome day.